Hello, viewers. This is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series, and it looks like we have Red Deck wins versus maybe Orzhov Control. Red Deck just dashed Lightning Berserker. Orzhov is killing off the Village Messenger Moonrise Intruder with a Ruinous Path. That is one big advantage that Orzhov Control has against a deck like Red Deck wins is they have a ton of creature removal. And while Red Deck can throw out a lot of creatures, typically it's not all at the same time. So it's not that difficult for Orzhov Control to be able to pick them off and keep Red Deck down. Gideon, ally of Zendikar from Orzhov, makes the Knight token. Red has Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh. Now, he's going to have to kill that Knight token to be able to get Chandra through, if that's his plan. Or, if he wants to just keep pinging with Chandra, all he has to do is keep playing red spells. And it is theoretically possible, because it's Red Deck, that he has 3 1-drop spells in his hand. Whether they're creatures or burn spells or whatnot. Okay, he's going for a ping. And he sticks straight to the face, so I was actually kind of expecting him to redirect to Gideon. Dealt 3 or more damage this turn, so it doesn't matter what she damages as long as she has dealt the damage. I was thinking that it might have been player damage, but I guess not. Dashing Lightning Berserker again, that'll untap Chandra, which will tap again to deal another damage. And Reckless Bushwhacker, Surge cost. That will give all of his creatures +1/+0 in haste. He taps Chandra to deal her 3rd damage, which flips her over to Roaring Flame. +1 is 2 damage to target player, -2 is 2 damage to target creatures. So I imagine he's going to go -2 to clear the way. And that way, his creatures can get through and kill Gideon. Yep, he's going for Gideon. I was going to say, it is tempting. 4 damage to the face would take him down to 7. But at the same time, you can't really leave a Planeswalker like Gideon, ally of Zendikar, up and when you have the chance to kill him. Reality Smasher from Orzhov. 5 trample haste. And he's attacking in. He's Chandra. Well, Chandra managed to do quite a bit. And now he doesn't have a blocker, which is pretty good for red. Another Chandra. Okay. So Bushwhacker will do 2 damage. That'll take Orzhov down to 9. And surprisingly, red still has quite a few cards in his hand. Usually by this time, red deck is like on 1 or 2 cards at best. Smasher attacks in for 5. He chooses to take it since he's at 20. Why not? Second main phase, Orzhov plays Linvala the Preserver. He has an equal number of creatures, but he had less life, so he gains 5 and goes up to 13. And now red is in a bit of a spot. Orzhov has a 5/5 flyer to block with. It's not out of the realm of possibility to be able to kill her with a burn, but most likely it'll be 2 spells, possibly even 3, which would really suck. And now that he's gained 5 life and he's at 13, it's even less likely that he'll be able to kill him very soon. So Chandra pings for 1. What is her ultimate? -7. Highly doubt that that's going to happen, so... You know, if he pings 2 more times, that'll be 10. +1 would take him down to 8. Exquisite Firecraft would take him down to 4. You know, if he has the right cards, it is theoretically possible that he can win this game. If Orzhov doesn't have a good card in his hand for the next turn. But he would have to be able to use Chandra 2 more times. So Dragon Fodder, that untaps her, so he'll ping. That'll give him 2 1/1 red goblin tokens. 1 mana left. Rush of Adrenaline. +2/+1 and trample. Not really that helpful considering a 4/1. Oh, that's right. He can go -2 on Linvala so that if he blocks, it dies. So either he's going down to 6 or Linvala dies. And as expected, he can't afford to go down to 6. Not against a deck like Red Deck. So he blocks, it's a trade, he's at 9. But Chandra is going to die again. Because Reality Smasher is just going to run these goblins over and kill it. Even if he wanted to block. But no reason to block since they would effectively do nothing, so Chandra is dead. Second main phase, another Linvala. Back up to 13. He is... Honestly, she's a lifesaver in this situation. He's gained 10 life because of her. If he hadn't had both of those, he'd be at 3 right now. Hardcast Lightning Berserker. Hardcast another Lightning Berserker. So he's trying to go wide here, get as many creatures on the board as possible so that it's harder for Orzhov to stop him. Orzhov is going aggro. He's attacking all in. Red chooses to take the 10 damage and go to 5. Eldrazi Displacer. And Red concedes. I have to say, that was quite the pitched battle, and it really came down to Linvala. Without 2 Linvalas, this game was probably going to be won by Red Deck. But Orzhov had 2. And she saved his butt. So, this video is 9 minutes long. This match, it lasted a little longer than I expected. You know, longer than Red Deck probably expected. So I'm going to end it here. That was Orzhov Control versus Red Deck wins. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me. And I'll see you in the next video.